In the 1950s, there was a dog named Lampo, well known to both workers and travellers at the Campiglia Marittima railway station in Tuscany. Lampo travelled by train, transferring and knowing exactly where to go without any human help. Keep watching AnimalWised if you want to know his story. Meeting of Lampo and ELVIO. ELVIO Barlettani worked at the ticket office of the Campiglia station. One day in August 1953, he saw a dog jump from a freight train. At first he was surprised, but had to return focus to his work. A few minutes later, the same dog appeared in front of ELVIO, wagging his tail and being affectionate. He let the dog stay in his office where he slept away the afternoon. From that day on, the dog became ELVIO's shadow, making friends with various workers and travellers who appeared in the station. They decided to call him Lampo, meaning lightning, in reference to the unexpected manner in which he entered their lives. Lampo's new schedule. Every day, when ELVIO took the train back to his house, Lampo tried to accompany him. ELVIO always tried to prevent him in fear of the train inspector noticing the canine stowaway. One day, as the train left in the direction of Piombino, Lampo suddenly appeared on top of ELVIO's feet. ELVIO managed to hide the dog under his seat and behind his legs to keep him from being discovered by the authorities. This was the day ELVIO's wife and daughter were finally able to meet the famous dog about whom they had heard so much. Lampo dined with them, but when he finished, he went to the Piombino station to catch the train back to Campiglia, the train station he had now come to think of as home. From this point on, Lampo took up the habit of following ELVIO home every day. His routine was established whereby he socialized with the family before returning on his own to catch his train back to Campiglia. Lampo had worked out the schedules of the trains between these two stations. Lampo became so fond of the family, he even accompanied little Myrna to school every day. The dog boarded the 7:20 train in Campiglia, arriving at ELVIO's house by 8 to accompany the girl to school. Lampo's intelligence. Lampo lived an adventurous life at the Campiglia station, travelling on the trains going in and out. He befriended some of the cooks on the trains, knowing what time he could stop and be provided a morsel. For example, he would go to the dining car of the Rome-Turin Express when it arrived, barking for the cook, who would throw out a few scraps of meat for him to enjoy. Lampo travelled on trains in directions previously unknown to him, but his cunning and intelligence meant he was always able to return to Campiglia. He was born to ride the rails. Sometimes ELVIO would receive a call to tell him his dog was in another city, such as Civitavecchia or even Rome. They asked if he wanted to be sent on a return train, but ELVIO knew this wasn't necessary. He knew Lampo was smart enough to return when he was good and ready. A tragic end. Unfortunately, Lampo died when hit by a train on July 22, 1961. All the station staff, the travellers, ELVIO and his family were distraught at this terrible event. In honour of this wonderful rail-riding dog, a life-size statue was built at the Campiglia Marittima station. Tell us, what did you think of this story? Here we share with you the story of Hachiko, the faithful dog. We'll see you next time.